morning, everyone. Jody with Jay's Haven here, getting ready to go out and do some chores this morning. Put it off for a while until the sun was shining so I could show you a little bit of what we go through, because we are going into another deep freeze. It's actually negative 13 degrees out there, and one of the biggest questions we get asked all the time is, how do your animals do when it's that cold? Well, I'm going to show you here in just a little bit. But even the inside animals are getting a little stir crazy. They can't go out and play quite as much. We all have spring fever right now, feeling a little cooped up, especially the dogs that are laying at my feet right now. Oh, look at all the stuffing. Really, guys? Seriously? Ledoux, what did you do? Yeah, what did you do? Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. You're guilty, aren't you? Did you eat that bed? What did you do? Yeah. Great. No, don't eat more. How about you, Cohen? Did you help him? Look at that face. Yep. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get ready here. I've got all kinds of stuff in my arsenal. I have leggings on, wool socks, the whole works, probably 2 to 3 layers everywhere because it is just that cold. And of course, these things. These hand warmers, toe warmers, they are worth their weight in gold right now. So let's go take a look. Almost forgot. Okay, now we're ready. Whew, it is cold. Looks like a nice peaceful day out here, but it's so cold it just takes your breath away. What we have here, folks, is a frozen water hydrant. Yeah, we lucked out last winter and didn't run into that. But unfortunately, I interrupted Justin the other night when he was filling water buckets, and he kind of absent-mindedly went to close the hydrant, but it didn't close all the way. And so when that happens, of course, the water keeps drawing up inside it and it freezes. And now he can't use this hydrant for a little bit till it warms up. But you can see he built kind of an insulated box around it. There's some heat tape around it. And all that means to us right now is we got to walk a little bit farther to get the water for everybody. One of the many hazards of having to use hydrants in the wintertime for all these animals, of course. And everything's coming from well water and being pumped over here. And so that's another lesson we've learned. I'll show you the pump house here in just a moment. Yep, frozen water bowls. Not everybody can have a heated water dish. They can be fire hazards some of the time. And so we just kind of contend with this. There it started. Morning.
If you want to call it that.
Justin is here to help. You already did the water?
Yeah.
For the guineas. Good morning to you, babies. Yeah. Oh, are you hiding inside there trying to keep warm? Hi. Hi. Yeah, it's so cold. Good Good morning, girls. Look at all these nesting boxes and you still all want to go in the same one. You're silly. I'm getting tired of being inside also, aren't ya? Samson back there. Hey, bud. Hey. Looking out the window, dreaming of warmer, sunny days. These guys are getting stir crazy too. They're closed up in here because, you know, being out in the wind can be detrimental. Of course, we're still dealing with a sick goat. And if you saw our last video, you know that Stella's been working hard to kick some pneumonia here. Goats are pretty resilient to the temperature itself, but if the winds come up or if they get wet, that is something that's pretty difficult for them to deal with. Hey, there's Daphne. They do have a heater going in their water bucket. Goats kind of like their water to be a little warmer. So that's one of the reasons we do that. Plus they need quite a bit more than the other animals, so other than the horses. Hey, sweetie. There's Quagmire. And the snow just keeps getting deeper and deeper. You see that little building there? That's the pump house that houses the well, and it can freeze up inside there also. And so we learned that last year. We had a big freeze in October that took us by surprise, and all of a sudden we had no water coming to the house. And it was just the fact that it needed a heater put in there, and so we got that taken care of, but we have to come out and check that once in a while too. And that little building's going to get a facelift this year and make it just a little bit prettier and clean things up in there. But very important little building, pumping all the water to all the different hydrants for the animals and to the house. And we also have to check the horse's water tank here. Looks pretty good. There's a heater running in there, but you can see that it's starting to freeze a little bit across the top. We have to check this every time we do chores because sometimes all of a sudden either a little moisture gets in the cord or something like that happens, and then all of a sudden your tank is frozen across the top. Access to water, of course, is extremely important. So if that happens, which it has happened to us once this winter so far, then that means hauling more buckets and working really hard to get the heater up and running again. You can see these guys switched places on me a few times while they were eating their grain, which is always fun since we can't really separate them just yet until we get our stalls done later on. They each get a little something different, and the grain is just to give them a little extra energy, keep their weight up basically in the winter time. But you'll also notice I threw them some extra hay They have a big brown bale over there, which has a grass and alfalfa mix, but this beautiful green stuff I just threw in there is just to give them a little more energy in all this cold. So that's even heavier with the alfalfa. They love it. It's like a treat for them, but you don't want to feed too much of it, of course, but these guys need it on days like this. Well, I sure wish sometimes that chores went as fast as they did in that video, as cold as it's been. And now here we are again after dark, doing it all over again. So everybody asks us, is it worth it? They don't think they'd want to do all that hard work. I don't know, Justin, is it worth it?
I don't want to do all that hard work either, but it's well worth it.
It's well worth it, yes. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to the channel. Till next time.
I don't know which way is better.